大家好，我是 HuskyBleh，今天给大家带来一期单排第3人称全局解说。经常有人在直播间让我说2句英语，还有人叫我做英语的解说。So I'm only going to be speaking English for the rest of this video. If you can't understand everything, there are always subtitles in both languages. If you want to know why I speak English, there is an explanation in the video description. Or you can also check out my Q&A video, which also explains a lot of other questions. Some things I usually say in these videos are a bit weird to translate to English. I will try my best to translate everything. Generally, you'd only be able to loot one building here, so it's better to land at a larger one. I like to land at this tall white building because you can gather more information. Early weapon drop, see if I can find someone. No chance, let's just loot downstairs. Although the UMP deals a lot of damage, being a rifle, the Mini-14 does significantly more headshot damage. Since it is more likely to hit headshots between these buildings, I like to use the rifle instead. I have no vest, there's one in the balcony, maybe I can get it. Take a chance, go, 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 go. Oh, there's an AUG. Would be nice to have, but I don't want to do that again. Get a scar. No better chance than now to cross over. He didn't come. Kind of feeling it with a mini, but I still want a rifle. The scar is a bit more effective in cities and also easier to switch to the AUG later. I think most people would take the shotgun, but I like to stick with 2 rifles. Screw it, he's inside already. Break the window to mess with him. Okay, this seems a bit crazy, but I jumped here because you don't make any sound midair. If I jump above the staircase at the right time, then I can catch him off guard. It's very important that he is right in front of you when you see him, because rifles have very bad hipfire accuracy and even worse in midair. The guy I just killed didn't get shot by anyone else, so probably nobody in the building next to him. Better boost up before crossing the road. You run about 6% faster. I'm gonna go from the right because there will be less angles to worry about. There's someone still around the kitchen. I mean, it doesn't matter for now. Go loot first. You heal faster with more than 90% boost. He doesn't really have an angle to hit me, so I can just go straight into his building. Now here I make a mistake, because there's really no point in throwing this flashbang. For this building, you need one flash to get upstairs and another to throw at one of the rooms. Like now I have no clue where he is. Bait him with a smoke. If he doesn't move, I can use it to get closer. He just got killed by the car 98 in the white building. He might not actually know I'm here. If I just wait here and not move, I could catch him off guard. I mean, there's nothing for me to do right now. Maybe I can find something in this crate. Even though the thumb grip technically has better stats, I still prefer the vertical grip. ADSing too quickly just feels wrong and sometimes throws off my aim. So it did work. He had no clue I'm here. The only place I can throw a nade like that is from across the street. The glass didn't break, which means that he's probably outside around the walls. Never mind, gotta get out. Perhaps I can find him from above. Yeah, none of the windows broke, which means that he threw everything from outside the building. You know, if I just sit here and wait forever, eventually he will try to take the car and leave. Circle's quite far. If he doesn't come soon, then we can go get another car. He missed a smoke. Aim at the driver's seat before he throws another one. Okay, he died to the blue, so it doesn't count as my kill, but I don't really care about that. It's already phase 2, and we're very far away from the circle. Since by the time we get in, the next circle would be out already, rather than thinking of where to go now, it's better to simply drive towards the center of the current circle. We would decide where to go after the next circle comes out. Since this is not ranked, and I'm confident in my aim, probably just going to cross the best compound there is. He doesn't have any cover, we can easily drive by him. When I got on the car, I had the AUG equipped. To switch to the Mini, I have to swap the 2 weapons from my inventory. Then hold W while switching seats so the car doesn't automatically brake. You get a crazy advantage on the car because while you don't have to lead your shots, the player on the ground does. This makes no sense in real life, but it is how the game works. Without a doubt, the best compound in this circle is the one in the center. These buildings are very powerful because they offer a ton of information. First, you have direct line of sight to most of the map. This allows you to take shots and possibly deny other players from getting into good positions. You have this important shack to the left, both of these shelter entrances, vision on the road to see players crossing, and you can also see both of these hills. Additionally, this compound is very easy to hold. It is surrounded by walls, making it very hard to directly crash into the buildings themselves. This means that before an attacker can even enter the building, the defender gets a lot of opportunities to shoot or use utility. Also, because they can't quickly enter the building, other players around the map can easily take shots at them. Without sufficient cover around the walls, this would give the attacker immense pressure. In conjunction with utility and gunfire from within the buildings, taking this compound would be very difficult. The compound is also split into two distinct parts, which means that even under worst case scenario, you can still share the compound with someone else. However, this compound does have one weakness at the bottom left. This small part of the wall breaks off, allowing vehicles to slide in and directly hit the building. Although there's no entrance on this side of the building, there's enough cover to shield the attacker from outside, which gives them opportunities to use utility and take their time in the fight. Knowing this information from past experience, I intentionally wrapped around to attack from that side specifically. The fastest way to stop is to hold A or D, then hold space to brake. This will turn your car and hit the wall with the side so you won't take any damage. That was actually very close. If I didn't just barely spot him jumping down, I would have died. He made the mistake of not switching to his gun before jumping out. You cannot switch weapons as you vault, so you have to do it before vaulting. You use hipfire when very close to someone or if you don't have time to aim. Although a big advantage of hipfiring is having significantly faster movement speed, because standing still makes hipfire much more accurate, sometimes it's better to just stand still. You can move initially, then suddenly stop to throw off their aim. Since hipfiring gives a much wider field of view, sometimes you would just stand still and hipfire instead of ADSing. You can lean left and right to make yourself harder to hit while still maintaining maximum accuracy. Remember, when looting player crates or airdrops, you can simply use right click, no need to drag. I think you can see the benefit of having a wall around the building. He was constantly getting shot from outside. I have literally zero reserve ammo. Might need to switch weapons. That sniper would make it very hard to do his crate. Let's go! New vest and 200 bullets. Remember to stay fully boosted at all times. Not only do you get passive healing, you also get a slight movement speed boost. Pop his tires. Make sure he can't rotate if he gets out of the zone. We are in a prime position to shoot across the entire map. Use this opportunity to deal as much damage as possible. This circle is really good for us. Basically, the whole map is visible from here. Break all of the windows to see better outside. Just saw him and his gun is sticking out. Have to respect his line of sight when shooting outside. Make sure he can't see me through the window. This is the only building in the entire circle. If I can kill that player, I can take it. Unfortunately, that was probably my only chance. If we try to count all of the known players, one at the smoke, one at the shack, myself, one behind me, that makes up 4 players, still 2 players unknown. I don't know why he thought that would work. He needed to kill me before he could leave. Four players remain. Before I go into the circle, I want to get some reserve ammo and utility. It's a bit dangerous to do it here, but it might be worth it. Never mind, there was nothing. The other guy probably didn't have any utility either. Actually, that slope seems pretty good. New circle came out. It's pretty close from here. Use 3 smokes to create a temporary wall. This way I can more safely peek to the left and right. Make sure to throw a bit further away to give myself more space to work with. This also helps to avoid grenades. Spotted the last player. One at the shack, one to the left, one to the right. This player is not peeking me at all. See what I can find on the left. Man, again, that's the one opportunity I just can't hit my shots. Without the player on the left, I can use the Molotov to get closer to the shack. Molly to force him inside, then finish him with the flashbang. Never mind, he threw something, can't get closer. Lucky to have this crate, just got a ton of utility. Use 2 of the smokes to create another temporary wall, then wait for the final 2 players to fight. He's literally just throwing nades everywhere. Better fall back to avoid them. Hold the sides of the smoke just in case he decides to run me down. He went inside, trap him with a molly. He came out just before, 2 chances with a grenade. I don't know which rock he's behind. See if I can pop it directly above him. Still no. He has a circle too. Use the remaining smokes to create a path. Boost up for maximum movement speed. Last reload. No frag. Quick flag. Thank you very much for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed this English cover of this 全局解说. Maybe sometime in the future I will do this again. If you like it, if this video gets a million views, I think I will definitely do it. The rest of this video is going to be the 敌方视角, which is death cam in English. Thank you again for watching to the end. 我们下期见.